Good afternoon and welcome to our first men's Supa-Liga match of the day. Our round 7 match between the Scarborough Sharks in the blue kit against Futsal Factory wearing yellow. The team lineups for today for the Scarborough Sharks, we have number 16, Amir Fedibegovic, number 7, Gareth Chevelle, number 9, Matthew Stazen, number 14, Bharat Jaja, number 10, Joshua Chevelle, number 6, Brandon Ostazen, number 8, Flynn Nolan, number 76, Michael Middleton, number 15, Spiro, and number 1, Jiga Hingragia. And for Futsal Factory, we have number 7, Jonathan Vanderheiden, number 9, Nick Vanderheiden, number 10, Lewis Phillips, number 11, Harry Livings, number 1, James Tarver, number 8, Kyle Standing, and number 99, Jacob Shaw. We've just seen a good chance there from Nicholas Vanderheiden of the Futsal Factory side. That shot narrowly missing the back post. Side ball taken by Jonathan Vanderheiden. Back to Standing. Plays forward, and that's a great diagonal ball and an excellent cutout for Stazen. We've got a 3v2 going forwards for the Scarborough Sharks. And that ball across the face, straight into the line of Jonathan Vanderheiden. Flynn Nolan maybe wasting that opportunity for the Scarborough Sharks there. They had the advantage going forwards. The Scarborough Sharks resetting play here. Great work by Matthew Ostazen. Nenadick with the shot, and he's narrowly missed the back post. Scarborough Sharks had had a runner there. Would have been a very easy tap in for them. Hingragia in goals. Plays Nenadick. Standing again. That's a great run forwards by Livings. Gets dispossessed by Nenadick. Nolan wants a free kick for that, but Ostazen's battling Standing. Ball eventually out off of Matthew Ostazen. Vanderheiden, that's a great turn through the legs of Matthew Ostazen, and he skewed that shot, sending it to the far right. Matthew Ostazen here now. And there's the first goal through Finn Nolan. Great fake outside shot from Finn Nolan there. Scarborough Sharks ahead quite early in this match. And Shaw has just stepped on the court for the Futsal Factory side, along with the number 10, I think that is, Phillips. Shaw on the ball now. Looking to go around Jaja. Jaja made it too hard for him. The Scarborough Sharks now have Josh Chevelle on the court. That's a long ball. Bit too long from Spiro there. Stazen playing long. And that's going to be a second goal. The Scarborough Sharks really caught the Futsal Factory side flat-footed there. We'll see on the instant replay. Futsal Factory defense Just a little bit flat on that occasion. Didn't follow the pass through to Spear and Benedict. And Gareth Chevelle also on the court now for the Scarborough Sharks side. The number 7 on the ball now. Has Oosthuizen down the line, was looking for that diagonal ball to his brother, Josh Chevelle. It's cut out by Jonathan van der Heijden. Jaja, Oosthuizen. Little back roll for Chevelle. Plays his brother and he's looking for the same diagonal ball. This time finds Jaja in the middle, but he can't get any power behind that shot. Futsal Factory with a quick counter attack here. Standing, plays Phillips, and that one's out of play. Oosthuizen, that's a great run by Josh Chevelle. He's lost his defender, 1v1 with the keeper. Jaja just walking that one into the goal. Valiant effort by the Futsal Factory goalkeeper. Unfortunately, Scarborough Sharks are sending numbers forward, and it's really paying off for them early in this match. Potentially also the same issue for the Futsal Factory side, being a little bit flat-footed and forgetting to follow their runners into those areas. Fedi Begovic on the Scarborough Sharks. Great ball to the pivot, Jaja. It's back out to Chevelle, and Gareth Chevelle up high. It's a crucial touch by Jonathan van der Heijden. Fedi Begovic looking for Chevelle, and it's sent out of play by Trevor. And Futsal Factory side being told to step back to 5 metres. Van der Heijden breaking forwards. Finds Shaw. Phillips now on the ball. He's hit the outside of the post there. Few frantic attacking passages by the Futsal Factory side. Really trying to exploit the Scarborough Sharks with quick counter-attacks, and the Scarborough Sharks are definitely up for it. They're doing very well, tracking back, blocking up the middle of the court and making it difficult for Futsal Factory to get those shots off. So we see here Chevelle sprinting back, and Gareth Chevelle gets a touch on that ball. Jaja in the middle, Fedi Begovic. Back out to Chevelle. Fedi Begovic again, and there's a little bit of miscommunication there, and Phillips and van der Heijden. Nicholas van der Heijden has skied that one. It was a good opportunity there for the Futsal Factory side to bring 1 goal back. They're already down 3-0. Still just over 11 minutes left in this first half. And the timeout now called by the Scarborough Sharks side. And the Scarborough Sharks are getting a bit of a spray on their bench from coach Thomas Lynch for not tracking back quick enough. Leaving Hingragia almost open. Players called back onto the court. Living's back on for the Futsal Factory side. And Nolan as well back on for the Scarborough Sharks, and Nenedik. And that's a poor attempt by Gareth Chevelle trying to go through the legs of Phillips. Nenedik. Josh Chevelle has Gareth in the middle. Little 1-2. And he's past Phillips. Plays Gareth at the top of the D, and it's intercepted. Now a counter-attack by Futsal Factory, continuing their same tactic after the timeout of trying to get quick counter-attacks on the Scarborough Sharks defence. Dick plays forwards. It's cut out by Phillips. Nice little touch to Shaw. Finds Van der Heijden. Great intercept by Chevelle. He has no one going forwards. Nolan eventually makes his way up the court. The Sharks will have to reset with Chevelle here as he indicates he wants everyone to calm down a little bit. Two very different team tactics from each side here. We see the Scarborough Sharks trying to slow the game down and move the ball around in their own half, while the Futsal Factory aren't having the ball in their attacking half. Dick finds Nolan. Great back roll for Chevelle. Nolan again, and oh, if only he could put that ball out in front of Matthew Stazen, I dare say we would have seen a fourth Scarborough Sharks goal. Phillips back to Livings. Sorry. It's a good effort from the left foot of Jacob Shaw. Nolan against Shaw, looks to take him on, and that's a corner ball for the Scarborough Sharks. Nolan. Chevelle with the shot, and he sent that one over the bar. Tava plays the ball out. Livings finds Shaw, and that was a great little flick forward for Phillips, and another great shot. Despite the score being 3-0, the Futsal Factory, a few good chances so far in this first. Oosthuizen just playing around with some footwork there, and a great ball over the top for Chevelle, and I think I saw a handball in there, but it didn't really affect the play, so I guess the referees have deemed it not a handball. Oh, good touch by Shaw. Great ball by Livings. Dick against Livings. That's a good save by Trevor. Be another corner kick for the Scarborough Sharks. So we see Shaw stepping off, standing on. Phillips looking for the run of Living forward. Sorry, that was the run of standing forward, and the ball's just hit the roof. So it'll be a Scarborough Sharks side kick in. Apologies for turning off the mic for a hot little second there. We are back. Goalkeeper throw from Tava. Finds Van der Heijden. Great tackle by Stazen, and he's won himself the kick in. Dick finds Nolan. He's been doing a great job in that pivot position today. And we've got a 3v1 for the Futsal Factory, and Jonathan Van der Heijden just slowed down at the last second. Nolan did very well there, sprinting from one end of the court to the other. Van der Heijden flicks over, and Van der Heijden with the shot, saved by Hingragia. The Futsal Factory side electing to press quite high here. Dick, Oosthuizen, back to Nolan. Ustazen in the middle, back out to his brother, Brandon Ustazen. Back to Nenadick. Nolan, and he was pressed by Vanderheiden, but luckily he kept control of the ball. It was definitely a good opportunity for the Futsal Factory to press. Just unlucky for them that Nolan managed to get control. Matthew stays in, being pressed by Standing. Standing gets the touch in, and Livings isn't going to beat Nenadick to that ball. Stays in, wants his brother to move forwards. Nenadick against Livings, finds Nolan. Oh, and that's a poor touch. Futsal Factory. We'll see a bit of possession here. Standing, intercepted by Nolan, and Nolan's driving forwards, 1v1 against Livings. Standing's made his way back. Nolan shoots to the left-hand side of the post. Standing. Jar Jar back on the court, as well as Josh Chevelle. Vanderheiden, his shot blocked by Chevelle, and now Brendan Ustazen looks like he wants to make a quick break. Finds Chevelle. Oh, and Chevelle's ball just scraping past Travers. Phillips. Vanderheiden, Nenadick does a great job there. Chevelle now. Ustazen. Back to Chevelle. Nenadick. Chevelle again. Nenadick facing forwards. Jar Jar. Out wide to Ustazen, and he's looking for Jar Jar at the back post there. Slightly poor execution on the pass. Tava. Shaw. Phillips, and that was a bit of a loose touch in the middle there, and he's lost possession. Jar Jar now, he's got the ball stuck under his foot, but luckily recovers. Shaw on the kick. The Scarborough Sharks pressing, making it extremely difficult for Futsal Factory to play out from that side kick in. And we've got a 2v1, and Vanderheiden Standing. Jar Jar now. Ustazen. And the referee is calling the late slide there against Brandon Ustazen. Gareth Chevelle back on the court. Ustazen finds Jar Jar. Jar Jar gets his shot off, and it's an easy pickup by Tava. Vanderheiden to Standing. In the middle for Shaw, he turns forwards. Phillips flicks. And that's going to fall to the hands of Hingraja, who plays out to Ustazen. Ustazen driving forwards, looks to take on all of the Futsal Factory. His shot was blocked by Standing there. Now Shaw driving forwards. Good effort by Hingraja, getting down for that one. Ustazen steps off, Nolan on. down the line for Jaja. He's pressed by Phillips. Phillips gets his foot in there and he's retained possession. Phillips will come away with it. Phillips shot outside the post there. Nolan in the middle, out to Chevelle, and you can see the idea there. Josh Chevelle had made the run in behind. Gareth Chevelle just stuffed up the pass a little bit. Chevelle will see that one out. Hingragia in the middle for Jaja. Back out wide to Nolan, and Josh Chevelle has a bit of space up top here. Vanderheiden with a great read. He's driving forwards, and Nolan really displaying his pace so far in this match. Standing against Jaja. Jaja gets a toe in. Standing. Cross to Shaw, and Shaw will turn and shoot. Not 100% sure, but as far as I've seen, it looks like Shaw is a left-footed player. And the Scarborough Sharks should also be taking note of that. He's taken 2 extremely good left-footed shots so far. And the Scarborough Sharks will end the first half 3-0 up over the Futsal Factory. And we'll be back in just a moment with some of the halftime stats for you. And just some of the stats as the teams are retaking the court for the second half. The Futsal Factory a little bit behind the Scarborough Sharks in attempted passes, completed passes, see passing percentage, 80% to the Scarborough Sharks, 67% to the Futsal Factory. And possession, obviously the Scarborough Sharks ahead as well in that one. And total shots, Futsal Factory are not far behind. They've got 9 total shots to the 11 Scarborough Sharks shots. And shots on target, 5 to the Scarborough Sharks 8. So, according to the stats, you can see that sorry, my apologies, just trying to sort out that stats. You can see that the Scarborough Sharks and Futsal Factory are playing very different games, but both teams are getting off a fair amount of shots. The Scarborough Sharks are choosing more of a possession, passing-based game, and the Futsal Factory electing to drive forwards whenever they have possession of the ball. And the Futsal Factory have a very stretched out defense here, and 3-0 down in the second half. I would say it's probably a really good idea for the Futsal Factory to start pressing high on the Scarborough Sharks and forcing the mistakes. Oh, great turn by Vanderheiden. He gets his shot off and he sent that one left. And the Futsal Factory are dropping off to halfway. Shaw looking to press Nenadick. He wins himself the ball and he gets a shot off. He sent that one wide. Ustazen. Good defense by Fedi Begovic. Not quite sure who he was trying to play forwards there though. Van der Heijden finds Shaw, looking to go around Nenadick. Nenadick and Nolan. Van der Heijden into Shaw again. Out to Standing. Shaw puts the ball on his left foot. That's a great save by Hingragia. Be a corner kick for the Futsal Factory side. Nenadick plays Nolan. There's a 2v1 here. He finds Matthew Ustazen. Finds Nolan again. Oh, and he slid to get to it. But he sent it past the back post. Great effort by the Scarborough Sharks. Flynn Nolan. Tava finds Shaw. He gets around Chevelle. Nenadick comes in to help, sending that ball out of play. Shaw on the kick in. Plays Standing in the middle of the court, and I think Standing thought Shaw had bionic legs there. He played that ball very, very quickly for the run. Nenadick plays that one too long. Tava and cut out by Nenadick. Nenadick still has it. Gets around Van der Heijden, gets his shot off. Tava gets the save, but he can't make the follow-up save. Good goal there for Flynn Nolan. Having an excellent game today. Definitely be my choice for MVP. You can see here, Tava just unlucky. Got down for that first save, but needed a defender in the way to block the second shot from Nolan. And Shaw here with the ball. Finds Van der Heijden. He's looking for that diagonal ball, and now we've got a 3v2 going forwards for the Sharks. Ustazen finds Chevelle, and Tava just got his hand to that one. Will be a corner ball. Ustazen plays Chevelle in the middle, and he narrowly misses the post there. Scarborough Sharks have done really well to get themselves behind the ball here. Tava, Van der Heijden, and the instruction from the Scarborough Sharks side of the court is to press, and Ustazen almost comes away with it. I think that ball has deflected off of the leg of Ustazen. It will be a Futsal Factory side kick in. Van der Heijden. Other Van der Heijden in the middle to Shaw. He plays wide to Standing. Standing against Nenadick. Gets around him and he gets his shot off, and that one's wide. And a corner kick's been awarded. And the shot there. A lot of confusion on the court there. The Scarborough Sharks were too busy arguing that it should have been a goalkeeper's ball, and they all just switched off. And watched the shot from Shaw come through. It's a good goal for the Futsal Factory number 99. Futsal Factory, the Scarborough Sharks are upset with that one. And Standing on the ball now. Can the Futsal Factory reduce their deficit by another goal. Futsal Factory have been awarded a free kick here. I didn't quite see what happened. Unfortunately, I'm sure you can all rewind once the stream is done and check it out. And the shot there was from Shaw, blocked by the wall. Chevelle now making his way up the court, gets past Standing, gets his shot off. That one's saved by Tava, and now Jonathan Vanderheiden gets his shot off, and he's won himself a corner kick. Jonathan Vanderheiden on the corner, plays Standing. Standing moves slowly, plays Phillips. Not quite sure what happened there. Might have been some moisture on the court. Shaw and Phillips both shielding the ball there. And they get the shot off wide. Chevelle plays forwards. It's a bit too long for the run of Jar Jar. Tava to Standing. Phillips plays Shaw. Phillips again. Vanderheiden. Shaw looks to take on Jar Jar, and there's a bit of a late tackle from Stazen there. Shaw's kept his feet, so the free kick won't be called. Shaw flicks to the back post, and Ingragia dives on that one. Desperate to get his hands to it. Jar Jar trying to play forwards when the Scarborough Sharks want to keep the ball nice and deep in their defensive half, and the timeout has just been called by the Scarborough Sharks. It'll be a Scarborough Sharks kick in here. Jar Jar plays Gareth Chevelle. Or Stazen. Chevelle, Stazen again. Chevelle, great flick forwards for a Stazen, and he's found him. A Stazen can't quite get his feet on that one. And the side ball's been called for the Futsal Factory side. Taken by Jonathan Vanderheiden. Plays forwards, Livings. Isn't going to get there before Ingragia can shield that one out of play. Chevelle plays a Stazen. And Standing's fallen over in the middle of the court there. Taking a while to get up. And the ball from Josh Chevelle just narrowly sweeping past the back post there. Standing against Chevelle. Standing, gets around him. Gareth Chevelle plays his brother. Living's making his way back. Make it a 3v3. Oosthuizen looking for Jar Jar, and Phillips has come away with it. He's gotten past Jar Jar. Finds Standing. Standing can shoot here. And Gracia did well to get down there. And I was going to say, that's definitely a free kick, but the referee's letting that one slide. And the Futsal Factory lost their heads for a second there. And that was a quick corner, smart move by the Scarborough Sharks, as the Futsal Factory was still disputing that the free kick wasn't given, which I think is fair from the Futsal Factory. It probably should have been a free kick, but while you're in the game playing, you've just got to focus on the next move. You can't stand around arguing with the ref. Otherwise, you're going to concede goals just like that. Chevelle in the middle for Jar Jar. Nolan flicks in for Jar Jar. He's trying to back heel, and Phillips gets it. Looking forwards for Livings, and he's not going to make the end of that ball. Hingrasia. Chevelle. Forwards to Nolan. And he can't get past Jonathan Vanderheiden. Jonathan Vanderheiden looking to take on 3 players there. Jar Jar in the middle, finds Chevelle. Finds Nolan. It's a bit of a poor touch. And it's out of play off of the legs of Jonathan Vanderheiden for a Scarborough Sharks side kick in. The Scarborough Sharks have lost their width a little bit here. Jar Jar makes his way back out wide. Vanderheiden now bringing the ball up the court. Finds Livings across the court to Vanderheiden, and that was an unnecessary pass with the outside of his foot. Definitely had time to take a touch and make sure that the ball found Nick Vanderheiden's feet. Vanderheiden flicks over the top. Hingrasia will collect. Oosthuizen. Forwards to Jar Jar. Phillips gets his foot in. Another player who's been having a great game today. Phillips for the Futsal Factory side. And just as I say that, he got 1-2 around, but he recovered very well, and now he's got a 2v1. Finds Livings, and he's narrowly missed. Futsal Factory wasting some of these excellent opportunities they've created for themselves with some poor shooting. Chevelle gets the shot off, and Tava, I think, was a little bit unawares of that one, but did extremely well to get his hands to it. It's a sneaky little shot from Josh Chevelle. Nolan, and that ball's come off Nicholas Vanderheiden. Chevelle with another shot. Tava deflecting that one away. There will be another corner kick. Taken by Oosthuizen, and Nolan finally finding the back of the net. You can see here, Futsal Factory just caught a little bit flat-footed again. No one was stepping up to press the shot from Nolan. Nolan gets around Tava and he's hit the post. I'll be very disappointed if Flynn Nolan doesn't end up with MVP for this match. He's done some great work moving up and down the court with extreme pace. Nenadick gets past Standing, and that's a fair free kick. Nenadick looks a little bit disappointed. Cards were left in the pocket there. The Scarborough Sharks annoyed that the referee made them bring the free kick back, but I think they're forgetting that they're up 6-1 and they can waste all the time they want. Standing in the middle, finds Van der Heijden, looking to go past Fedi Begovic. Fedi Begovic driving forwards now. Nolan, and loose touch there. Sees Futsal Factory driving forwards with a 3v2. Shaw with the shot, and he sent that one high. Van der Heijden stepping off, and Phillips back on the court. Timeout now called by the Futsal Factory side. That any other side in this men's Supa-Liga competition would probably have started playing fifth man before this point, but I'm not sure I've seen Futsal Factory do it very often. They probably aren't feeling very confident to try and play it. But 6-1 down, and there's only just over 3 minutes left of this match. It's definitely looking like the Scarborough Sharks are going to walk away with the points. The Futsal Factories are going to come away empty-handed here. Teams making their way back onto the court. Oh, and just as I said, Futsal Factory maybe wouldn't play fifth man. We see Kyle Standing with the bib on as the fly keeper. Sneakily put that bib on. I was watching their bench and didn't see anyone grab it. That's why I suggested maybe they weren't going to play it. We see Phillips here looking for the ball across the face, and Ingraja will play quickly. And the Futsal Factory are caught off guard. Nolan now. Oh, he almost had a 1v1 with Standing, who's not the designated goalkeeper. I've never seen him in goals, but dare say Nolan could have taken a touch forward and a shot there. The Futsal Factory will play fifth again. Van der Heijden, and he's given the ball away. Phillips upset with that tackle. Feel like it was a pretty fair tackle. Nenadick got the ball there. Nolan against Standing, and that's going to be the 7th goal for the Scarborough Sharks. Through Brandon Ostazen at the back post there. Oh, apologies, I only caught the end of that on the instant replay, and the Futsal Factory just need to take a bit more care of the ball here. Can't afford to give it away during their fifth man plays. It's not exactly the time to be trying to take on players, make risky moves. The Scarborough Sharks trying to press the fifth man play, and that was a great touch by Shaw, and Hingragia did well. Standings come forwards. Plays Shaw. Finds Phillips. Phillips shot. Sent wide. The instruction from the Futsal Factory fly keeper, Kyle Standing, to hold the ball a bit. I definitely agree with that. The Futsal Factory need to move the ball around a little bit more so that they can open up the Scarborough Sharks defence. And there's one last minute now of the stop clock time. And the Futsal Factory have 6 goals to make up. Standing goes for a quick counter here. Keeps possession, does well. Shaw, he'll shoot, and that one's wide. Chevelle. And the Scarborough Sharks, I dare say, are just going to hold the ball in their own defensive half here. Jaja, Chevelle, and just I say that, Chevelle plays forwards, or stays in, finds Chevelle. Trevor. Oh, it's a corner ball being called. Taken by Brandon Ostazen. Chevelle, and that's a great shot from Gareth Chevelle. Taken on his left foot. Just narrowly missing the top left-hand corner. Free kick being called for the kick to the back of the ankles against Jaja. Jaja. Ostazen finds Chevelle. Oh, Josh Chevelle. I'm not even quite sure how he managed to get that ball over the bar there. Chevelle can't get around Phillips, and that is the full-time whistle here. Get the full-time. The Scarborough Sharks come away. 1 win. Goal scorers: Gareth Chevelle with 1 goal, Barat Jaja with 2, Brandon Ostazen with 1, and Flynn Nolan with 3. And for Futsal Factory, just the 1 goal through Jacob Shaw. Stats up on the screen for you now. So you can see Scarborough Sharks ended the game still ahead on the attempted passes and completed passes. Passing percentage pulled way ahead, 80% to 73%. In terms of possession, you can see 45% to Futsal Factory, 55% to the Scarborough Sharks. And the total shots, again, as it was in the first half, not that much different. Only 3 more shots taken by the Scarborough Sharks, but in terms of shots on target, the Scarborough Sharks pulled way ahead. And like I said during that half, the Futsal Factory were creating some really good chances and just wasting them at the last second with those poor shooting. Apologies, thank you for joining us. We will be back in at 6:30 for Phoenix Futsal WA against the Perth Pumas Men's Supa-Liga. Thank you.